Hey race fans, it's race day. Top 5 with me, Frank 5. The champ is back, baby. And did it in sunny California where the stars are shining. Number 1, Martin Truex Jr., our defending Cup champion. Really, a little bit later than expected to get a victory, but today he broke through at the Auto Club 400 Fontana Speedway by winning all 3 stages, something that we've been accustomed to seeing in the past, starting last year at Las Vegas. He's able to win the first stage, the second stage, and the third stage to get his first win of the season and catapult him into the playoffs to defend his title over Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, and Joey Logano. Martin Truex Jr. had really the best car all day long. I mean, in Fontana, you would expect someone like Kyle Larson to dominate, but Martin Truex Jr. really had the best car because he had the track position, he won the pole, and he was fast all day, especially on pit road when it mattered most. And I'm really happy for Martin Truex Jr. because a few races, 4 races into the season before he got a win, and, people were wondering, oh my gosh, is this the end of Martin Truex Jr.? Has he got a problem right now? Is, Toyota got to try to compete with Ford? Well, Toyota got its first win of the season because of Truex. And you know what? You would expect that with the defending champion of the series to get Toyota's first win of the season. And, a lot of people, complain about the Toyotas a lot, and the Toyotas, struggling with speed. But, there's one Toyota that we all respect, and that's Martin Truex Jr. because he's one of the good guys. And back to his old form of winning stages and winning races. So hopefully he continues down the road, just not as much as last year. Number 2, Kyle Larson's streak for 5 in a row on the 2-mile tracks came to a complete end today by finishing second to Martin Truex Jr. I mean, Larson had a really good race car, don't get me wrong, but, still trying to figure out the Camaro bodies and, not having, losing track position at times on pit road because of certain things. It's a solid effort for Kyle Larson, but I honestly expected him to possibly, get to victory circle today. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case, but it's still a good day, even after a little drama he had early in the race, which brings me to number 3. Kevin Harvick going for 4 in a row, trying to become the first driver in a long, long time to get the job done. Well, today, off of turn 2, 40 laps into the race, got loose, tried to side drive Kyle Larson. Larson came up, Harvick came down, and they made contact, and Harvick hit the wall and finished multiple laps down, and he kind of blamed himself in a way. And, it's hard to win 4 in a row. Do I think it's going to happen later this year? Well, we'll see how the competition does, if they can catch up to Kevin Harvick. But for the moment, Kevin Harvick, sometimes you got to take a break from winning all your races and succeed somewhere else. So that's what's going to happen, and, he'll rebound next week at Martinsville. Number 4, Kyle Busch, still also looking for his first win of the season like Kyle Larson. Really, had a good car early on, but then when Truex got in front of him, he could not catch him. In his car, he just, according to radio, he was not happy with this race car all day long. And I don't blame you. It's, big as California is, but not as much grip as Michigan. And plus, it wears out the tires and affects your handling. There's nothing you can do about that. And I understand Kyle's frustration. And I know he wants to win. But sometimes, you got to be confident with your good finishes you've been having. You finished second to Harvick at Vegas, second to Harvick at Phoenix, and third behind Truex and Larson, who, you 3 were the best cars of all last year. You got to be happy with your finishes. Don't be, crappy about finishing third. I know you want to win, but you can't win them all sometimes. That's the thing goes. And number 5, Jimmie Johnson, who has been needing a shot in the arm. A top 10 finish for him today, coming home 9th. And he had to start at the back of the pack because he did not get through qualifying inspection, and he had to drive his way to the front. He had to gut it out. But I give a credit to the 48 team. I'm not a Jimmie Johnson person, but I applaud them. They've needed this run, and they needed to get some consistency going. And this is a track where he's known for winning races and having good runs. And I feel like today was the start of a little resurrection for Jimmie Johnson, especially after earlier this week, Lowe's announced that they will not be returning to his car next year. And that shocked me and everybody else, considering that sponsor has been in his car for his entire career when he won all those 7 championships. That's hard to believe. So hopefully, if he gets a win down the road, sponsorship out there could probably look to be on the 48 for next year. And recap, Chase Elliott, the same thing as Jimmie Johnson. We didn't get through inspection and qualifying. We had to drive way to the front, got to the top 10, but we had a bad car all day long. We struggled, finished 16th. Got to take away, just got to get through some of these bad finishes. You're going to have your bad days, and you're going to have your good days. And today was just a mediocre day, so we'll go to Martinsville and get them there. That's all we can do. So next up is the paperclip of Martinsville. Get yourself a hot dog and enjoy 500 miles next week. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Congrats to our defending champion Truex getting his first win of the season. I'll see y'all next week.